Here we are at the Utterdome, where the Cowtown Guppies will host the Long Island Lightning in our second of three matches here in the Major League for tonight's broadcast on the SPL Network. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Darth Taxil. It's going to be an interesting one. We might start a little bit late. I know Young Buck wanted to simulcast this with me, so we will wait for him to join the lobby before we get this one underway. But Long Island, Cowtown, two teams going into the pro season with high hopes for winning the Irvion Cup. Long Island coming off a tough overtime loss against the one and only New England Harbor. Cowtown, of course, looking to diversify their portfolio a little bit here this season with a few roster transactions here in the early stages of this young season. It is the first season we are doing a draft league where there is a major and minor league. If you're just tuning in, you're not sure what I'm talking about, here is the overhaul of what the Slapshot Premier League provides. On the right side, we have the Eastern region. All of the divisions and the teams on the right side play on the NA East servers. All the teams that play on the left side, that is our Central region. Division A, B, and C will play on the NA Central region. SPL has always been an NA East league. That's the forefront of the competition. That's the forefront of the player base. And so I don't see that changing anytime soon. Look at all the involvement that we have. 27 teams in Open, 8 in Prospect, 8 in IM, 14 in Challenger. Those bottom four, you can sign up with anybody on your roster. We'll find a home for you. We'll find a spot for you to play. And after that, then we have the minor and major league. This is the former pro division. Both these divisions are made up of 8 franchises. Each franchise has a major league and a minor league team. Everybody that is on their depth chart can play for either side, with a few exclusions. If you're the 7th man added through waiver claims, you are not allowed to play in the major league. If you are the first round draftee, you're not allowed to play in the minor league. Those are the only real restrictions there. That might change over time if you're watching this in the future. That most definitely has changed because of some loophole being abused. But for now, that is what it is here in Season 14. But there's 8 franchises, 8 affiliate teams. We're going to be taking a look at the Major League matches between Long Island and Cowtown. Going to be an interesting one here tonight. Taking a look at the roster and who is eligible for tonight's matches. For the visiting team, the 1-0-1 Long Island Lightning having Yager, Kotor, Laugh Track just playing a game. So they will be down there on the ice yet again for the boys in blue, and the Cowtown Guppies, the home team. They'll be defending the right side of your screen in the purple. They got a wide plethora of skill. I think both these teams, everybody on this list has a shot at being a major league starter. Hex, one of the best goal scorers in the league. Will the QC was the rookie of the season last season for the pro division. Grady, a beautiful 3. I am Forehead, kind of plays every form and facet of Slapshot. Kind of calm, kind of collected, not really an outgoing member of the Slapshot Premier League. But he's darn good at the game, I'll tell you what. One of the best goal scorer, or the best goaltenders we have in the league, I think between Resp and Meow. If this was a 4v4 league, Resp and Meow would be like second-round picks because that's how good they are at goaltending. They know how to stop the puck. They know how to keep the biscuit out of the oven. Whether or not Resp will be playing tonight, that's up for the general manager and the front office of Cowtown to decide. But between Grady, Will the QC, Hex, I am Forehead, there's no downside to goal scoring. I feel like they could put any 2 of those 4 players on the ice and they'll score at least 3 a game. Doesn't matter who they play, doesn't matter what their composition is, who their 3 is. They are going to put at least 3 goals up on the board with any of those 2 players on the ice. But of course, to be a good team in the Slapshot Premier League, you have to have a good 3. I've said that. I've been willing to die on that hill for almost 4 years now. And so, Long Island proved that. Last game, Laugh Track had 6 of the team's 6 saves, and I'm sure plenty more blocks. And he kept his team in there. But Panarin for New England kept his team in there just as well. Do we still have the stats from that game? If we can pull that up. Thank you, production. The score's not going to be right, but we got the rest of it under lock. Panarin had 11 saves. Panarin, the 3, had a plethora of saves. He stopped more shots than I could possibly dream of in a Pro Division game. And he did a heck of a job. The score was 5-4 in overtime. For you history buffs out there, you already knew that. For those that didn't, you're welcome for the little extra intel. But looking at the betting odds, they're very even. Long Island, slightly the underdog. Cowtown, slightly the favorite. It's only by 200 channel points. $200 US. Not real, by the way. But going into tonight's game, back in week 1, Cowtown made a few roster moves. They shuffled around their second-round pick. They sent their second-round draftee, Kyler, over to the New England Harbor that had a great game here tonight, along with Meekers, their 4th-round draft pick. They also lost Mokai, their 6th-round draft pick. So they lost their 2nd, their 4th, and their 6th, but what they got back was just value beyond anybody's wildest dreams as a general manager. I don't know how Az was able to work this one out and, find the common ground. But I am for it. Picking it up from the Ball Peen's 2nd-round draft pick. Grady coming from New England as a 3rd-round draft pick. And Will the QC, a beautiful goal scorer. One of the best we've seen from the Napoli department last season. Was drafted 4th round by New England, 26th overall. A great goal scorer. Whether or not we see him here tonight, going to be up to time to tell. But Cowtown, well, I think Cowtown came away as a better team. I think every team really came away as a better team. Meekers has a great goal scorer as well in his own right. Meekers and Will the QC drafted back-to-back, 25th and 26th overall in the draft. And for good reason. They're some of the best talent we have in the minor league system. And we saw a little bit of that here tonight with Meekers playing for New England. He's got a heavy stick, knows how to stick check. Whether or not we see that again here tonight for Cowtown with Will the QC, only time will tell. But Yager, Couture, Laugh Track in the lobby right now as the only member from Cowtown. Waiting on his opponent here tonight. But, yeah, we got 3 periods before us here in a few moments. Each period's going to be 5 minutes long. Each game will only have 1 victor. If you win a regulation, you get 2 points on the standings. Speaking of the standings, let's take a look at it. We only have 8 teams in the major league. We only have 8 teams in the minor league. Top 6 make playoffs. First 2 seeds get a first-round bye. So right now, the Pennsylvania Ball Peen Hammers and the New England Harbor would be walking into the semifinals with a pass. The GTA Turtles would play the Napoleon Neapolitans in the first round. Winner of that would go on to play the New England Harbor. Lightning Templars would play a best of 3. Winner of that goes on to play the Hammers in the second round for another best of 3. Quarterfinals, semifinals are best of 3. Championship Series, the show. The Irvion Cup Finals is a best of 5. You got to win 3 games in the finals to get some hardware. And it is one of the most, I think it is the most coveted cup in Slapshot competition. I think it has the smallest number of championship teams. I think it has the smallest number of championship players. And it is one of the most coveted cups in all of Slapshot. And so this season, everybody's got a crack at it. It's no longer we have 1 or 2 teams that are going to win the cup no matter how they dice it, no matter how the other, what would have been 8 teams, figure out how to play, how to adapt, how to grow as players. It just wouldn't matter. But I think since the inception of SPL, there's always been 1, 2, and sometimes 3 teams that could win the cup. But this season, it's draft. Everybody's got a crack at it. Before we get started tonight, let's take a look at the oddshot players to watch going into tonight's matchup. 2 players, a very illustrious goal-scoring career they've had up in the Pro Division. Yager scoring 390 goals throughout his regular season stats up here in the Pro Division. He's one of the most notorious, one of the hardest to stop with the puck. They're going to have to lock this man down to win the game here tonight. Hex on the other side of the ice, the former teammate of Yager, going to be down there on the ice as well. Yager is the 6th highest goal scorer in all of Pro. So he's going to have to be the man that's marked. Hex is number 17. He's not that much farther down the ladder. Whenever we've had 19 seasons of SPL, these 2 players being in the top 20, you got to recognize it. You got to respect it. You got to honor the ability they put down there on the ice. Yager last season breaking the 100 games played, something that very few players have done in their pro careers. Can production give me an exact number? There's been 18 players that have played more than 100 games throughout the pro regular season. Yager is one of them, and here's the many more. Kyler's the only other person that has the only person ever to play 200 games in his pro career. If you count postseason, Panarin also joins him. I think Karuk's also joins him, also known as Cajun. But for now, Yager, Hex, the 2 players to watch going into tonight's matchup. Both of them going to be on the ice here for this one. Cowtown starting with I Am Forehead, Grady, and Hex. On the bench, we got a few substitutions. We'll see how this first game goes, but here's what their history shows so far during week 1. Both these teams playing 1 game. Long Island beating the Hammers 6-5. Cowtown losing to the New England Harbor 12-5. And so Long Island going into overtime with New England, showing that they're pretty close to going medal for medal, going bar for bar, stride for stride, punch for punch with Cowtown or with New England. That might affect the betting odds. It might not be. Anybody can win any game here in Slapshot. I don't think that's any stretch of the imagination to say. But both these players, both these teams, all 6 of these players are going to be in for a wild ride going into tonight's matchup. But yeah, as soon as they're ready, we'll take this one down on the ice, and we'll get this one underway. Cowtown looking for the first win of the season. Long Island looking for a bit of a pick-me-up after an overtime loss against New England. 6 ready to rock, 6 ready to roll. We're going to send this one down to center ice at the Utterdome, where the Long Island Lightning defend left side in the blue, and the Cowtown Guppies defend left side in the purple. The puck is dropped, the game is on, and time is underway. Cowtown in the pink, my bad. Jaskin is going to crucify me for that one. Without that topside wall, Grady here, the first man with the puck, looking to take that one down low. Shooting, scoring, laugh track, the first one to make his mark on the goal column tonight. Beautiful shot, beautiful goal, a great read on the play. And Grady just back in the net, looking to the sky, asking God one simple question, and that's why. 11 seconds into it. Long Island do not take long to strike, but can Lightning strike in the same place twice? We'll find out here maybe shortly, maybe it'll take a while. Laugh track, no, the answer is no. We just saw it, case in point right then and there. Forehead, top side, Grady here with it now. Goes near side over to Hex off the tip of his stick, tries to take possession back, but not able to get that one away from Couture as he dumps this one down back into the Cowtown zone. Forehead, the former Astoria Hellhound himself, finding his way towards Forehead. Top side over to Grady. Grady top side, able to get that one down the lane. Over to Hex with a backhanded shot. Nice save there by Yager. His first, I think I've ever seen of his saves that I can collect in my recent memory. Here's Laugh Track near side. A great defenseman here for Long Island. The 3rd round draft pick. Sending that one top side against the wall. Here's Couture with it now. Going back over to Laugh Track. Taking that one back defensively. Trying to keep that one away from the opposition. Yeah, Auger top side. Couture with a shot. Not able to get that one through the solid object. The Stonehenge back between the pipes. Hits the post. That one goes in. Tucking that one to bed without a bedtime story. Couture finds a little bit of blood in the water. Makes him pay. A little sneaky one there. 3:49 to go here in the first. 2-0 for Long Island. Forehead. Taking that one off a forehand pass, looking for a handle over to Hex, but not able to get that one past the back check of Long Island. Yager shooting, scoring, and this one, they're just walking away with the score. They're not even running. They're just walking away with it. They just find the puck on their stick in the transition game. Cowtown's got to find a way to fix this breakout. They got to find a way to get this first pass to work with them. Maybe they got to puck handle a little bit. Maybe they just got to have different lanes open. Maybe the players down the ice have to dash a little bit at the last moment, trying to give the other team a mix-up. Long Island have a huge amount of pro experience to call upon here tonight. Yager, Laugh Track, Couture, all of them been around since at least Season 5, and they've played every season since, if I'm not mistaken. Yager, they've played together for a long time. Heck's going to have to pull his boys together. He's going to have to start these breakups. He's going to have to be the change down there on the ice that he needs to see. Off the top side wall, Laugh Track getting this one down low. Forehead. Trying to jam this one out on the far side corner as well for Cowtown. Couture getting this one down low. Trying to get this one off the wall over to Yager. Shot made. Oh, what a save there by Grady. Couture with it now. Back at the point. Shot made. Hits the post. That one goes in. And it's 4-0 now. 2 minutes, 35 seconds to go here in the first. And that gap is just growing. Long Island showing us they've got what it takes to find themselves towards that first round bye. They want it. They want it badly. And they're doing everything they can to grasp it and make their destiny their own. Yager back in his own defensive end, sends his one near side over to Laugh Track. Laugh Track here, the 07 himself, looking top side once again for Yager. Shot made. Oh, what a save there by Grady. I think Yager caught a hold of that one mid-air, if I'm not mistaken. I saw the stick lift from Yager. That was a great spot for that shot. Laugh Track empties net, not going to take advantage of that one. Barely missing off that near side. Barely wide of that near side post. Here's Grady with an out with 1:57 to go here in the first. The bleeding has stopped for now. Forehead, Couture, both former teammates. Hex, Yager, both former teammates. The only real oddballs out there, Laugh Track, Grady, have no prior teaming experience, to my knowledge. They probably pubbed once or twice, but that's beyond me. I'm only here for the stats and the SPL lore. That's all I'm here for. Here's Laugh Track with an out, taking this one down low. Over to Couture with an out. From the blue line, from the goal line. Looking for the centering feed. Nice stop there by Grady, keeping that one back behind his own goal line. Couture here, picking up where he left off with the puck. Back at the backboard. Couture has the point pass, doesn't take it, goes topside against the wall. Yager with a shot. Better save there by Grady. Not awarded that credit, though, on his stat sheet. Yager down low in the corner, trying to get this one out for Long Island. Grady keeping him down in there. You can't score on my net if you're behind it. Laugh track. Couture from his hip, hits the boards, takes that one back out topside. Laugh track. Keeping the pressure applied, keeping the spin cycle going. Long Island have held this puck for the vast majority of this first period of action, and that shot total really showing you what fruits have come from that labor. Great save there by Laugh Track, taking that one back into the neutral zone. Here's Grady with it now. Goes over to Couture. Couture, great steal. Yager shooting. Oh, what a save by Grady. Oh, man, back in barely the nick of time. Shot made, hits the post. Couture with it now, not able to shoot that one away. Couture trying to get fancy with it. They have gotten comfortable with the puck, and that is the most dangerous you can ever let your opposition. Just giving them time, giving them confidence. Is the puck beamed? It doesn't look right. I haven't seen a beamed puck since season 4. It's been a hot second since that was an issue. I don't think it's beamed, but it looks slightly off kilter. 10 seconds ago, off the body of Grady, kept down into the corner. If you don't know what I mean by beamed, I'll explain it in the intermission. Here's forehead, topside Grady. Backhand pass, and that one's going to go out of the way and into the intermission. 4-0, our scorer. Long Island looking for vengeance after their overtime loss. Looking to get back within the win column. But what I mean by being back in the day, if you blocked a shot or you just made the puck rotate at all, it would just randomly lock back into that. It would just stay in that rotated position. Sometimes it'd be straight up and down. Sometimes it'd be like a 2 to 3 degree tilt. But either way, it just stay like that. And it would not move. You couldn't do anything to fix it. It was awful. You couldn't stick lift over it. I'm so glad it's not an issue anymore. But either way, 6 players ready to rock, 6 players ready to roll, or back down on the ice. Long Island once again defending the left side of your screen in the blue. And Cowtown defends the right side in pink. The puck is dropped. The game is on, and time once again is underway. Down low, Laugh Track. This is the farthest north I've ever seen Laugh Track. He doesn't normally migrate this far. Back to the point. Couture drives on. Grady gets a hip on that one. Nice shot. Better save there. Grady once again answering the call to arms. Back on the defensive side. Forehead with a backhand feed just barely out of the reach of Hex. Goes all the way down into the Long Island zone. Here's Laugh Track with it now for the Lightning. 25 seconds into the second. One shot already made so far. Hex off the body of Couture. That one goes into the back of the twine, and that one's going to be a Cowtown goal. Laugh Track just had his pocket picked. Not exactly how it was drawn up from the Cowtown side of the ice, but hey, they'll take what they get and they'll leave the rest. 29 seconds into the second. 3 goals now the gap. I am Forehead taking this one back on the defensive side. Yager there with a great takeaway off the back and try to get fancy with it. The puck just did not have enough lateral movement to fake out Forehead. Forehead's been around for a hot second. He's not going to be fooled by party tricks like that. Here's Laugh Track. Forehand pass over to Yager. Down low, looking for the centering feed, but nobody there to tuck that one away. Here's I am Forehead. Near side for Cowtown. Finds Hex along the way. Off the forehand to the top side. Goes point to Yager. Nice shot, but Grady, the man with the puck, not able to take that one. Sink his teeth into it. Forehead with the shot. Nice block there by Couture. Yager and Forehead do battle on the near side. Forehead for Cowtown. Not able to win it away. Here's Yager for Long Island. Backhand. Didn't like his shot angle. Didn't like his opportunity. Great stick check on the back check from Cowtown to loosen that one back up. Here's Hex down low. Off the back end. Hits Forehead. Off the shot. There it goes. It's 2-4. They're not dead yet. Stop ringing the bell. They're happy. They're happy. Nobody understands that one. I'm going to stop talking. 3:34 to go here in the second. 4-2 our score. Cowtown getting her done. Larry the Cable Guy once fabled. Yager looking out in front. He's slowly inching his way towards it. Great defense there by Hex, though. Stick checking that one back out to the boards. Couture, Laugh Track, shooting near side and wide. Just barely whizzing past that near side post. Here's Couture with an out. Bank pass to himself. Oh, look at the hands. Oh, look at the grease. Oh, it's so cheeky. Here's Forehead with it now. Off the back end. Here's Grady. Pulling that one away. Goes off the face of Yager to the near side wall. Hex not able to take it away cleanly. Now one's going to lob its way all the way back into the Lightning zone. Couture back to Laugh Track. 3 minutes to go in the second. Grady here with it now. Top side to Forehead. Off the top of his stick. Regains composure after a quick second. Lobs that one top side off the wall. Hex has to force that one back to his own defenseman. Here's Forehead. Tries to cut it across, playing with fire there. Couture takes that one away. There's that one top side. Only Hex was there to receive it. Forehead goes off Couture. Down low. Here's Forehead with it now for Cowtown. Forehand pass goes over to Hex. Hex here at the blue line. Tries to dangle him out. Shooting, scored! Oh, look at him go! Oh, he's got his dancing shoes on here tonight. Back at the blue line, the 1, the 2, the 3 time. And there it goes with the water bottle. 7 goals scored. Only 1 is the gap now here at the exact halfway mark of the game. You got to mark your man. You got to stay on him, or Hex is going to show you how it's done. Laugh track here the now. Taking this one back down low. 3 unanswered goals for Cowtown. We started with 4 back in the first period with Long Island, but Cowtown has done a heck of a job of locking up the opposition, simmering down this breakout. Their breakout really was all of their problems back in the first period, and they're cleaning it up. They're playing good slapshot right now. Well, Long Island knows how to play great slapshot. Yager, Couture back in the slot. Here's Laugh track with it out back at the red line. Forehand shot, nice stop there by Grady. Couture with a shot. He shoots and scores, and he makes it 5-3. And the hats are out on the ice for that man, sweeping up the garbage, sitting out in the crease, going where the goal scorers go, and he finds himself one of them. 1:55 to go here in the second. 2's the gap now for Long Island. Grady here picking it up. Awarded that save. Looking towards that top side of the ice to bank it off the wall. Yager getting a hand on that one off the backhand. Drives out. Finds his way towards Laugh track, but not on his blade. He'll have to take it after the bank. Couture, near side, stopped by Forehead. Forehead, backhand, shooting it, and that one barely goes wide off the far side. Here's Hex. Wanting the wheel, wanting the deal. Down low in the enemy corner. The far side, Couture here takes up the mantle for the boys in blue. Hex out there for the boys in pink, trying to get it out in front. Yager there swats it away. Here's Grady with an out. The near side face-off circle, back in the defensive end for Cowtown. To Forehead, shot made, blocked away there by Couture. Near side looking for Yager. Yager looking to take that one back on the defensive side. Poe goes off the wall a little bit, but gets that mail to the carrier as needed. Laugh track, fakes out Forehead, gets it down low, back out to the point. Here's Couture with it now. Couture near side, over to Yager, all alone. Forehand shot, not able to be released. Got a little bit too much on that one. On the transition down that near side lane. 60 seconds to go here in the second. Nice shot, better save there by Hex. Hex looks near side. Not able to get the contact on Yager, needed to kick him off that lane. That one's towards the net. Nah, that one doesn't go. Off the far side. Forehead, great back-checking pressure. Great effectiveness out there on the ice, no matter if he has the puck or does not. Couture, 1 man to beat. Paulie shooting, far side and wide. Here's Yager with 30. Hex there takes it away. Hex, near side, shot made down the straight. Laugh track was ready for it, though. Yager not able to get that touch he wanted. Throws that one back to the defensive side to maintain that possession. 20 seconds to go here in the second. 5-3 our score. Long Island on top. Shot made there off that far side point. Yager not able to make that one to go. Here's Hex. Getting fancy with it. Back towards the defensive side. Leans with it. Rocks with it. Will he stop with it? Top side Grady to high and Forehead. High and Forehead. Looking back over to Hex. Shot made. That one goes far side. And that one goes wide. That is the end of the second. 5-3 on the board. Long Island holding themselves out. They only had 1 goal in that second period, while Cowtown had 3. The comeback might be possible. Maybe. 21 block shots. That shows you how well Cowtown's pressuring this back check. How great the back checking matters in a game like this. You got to be quick to the shot. Got to be quick to the shot block. And both these teams know that more than anyone else in the Slapshot Premier League. 6 ready to rock, 6 ready to roll. We're taking this one back down at center ice here at the Utterdome. On the left side, it's once again Long Island in the blue. On the right side, it is Cowtown in the pink. With the puck drop, the final 5 minutes is underway. And we're calling for a reset. And so, we will restart this third period. Hope I'm not the last one out of the pocket. (5-3) our score here at the Utterdome. If within the first minute either team has 1 restart of the period, if the server just happens to be awful, there's a chance we get a random location of a server instead of the usual spot. Either team, if they're above 100 ping, they can call for a period reset. But either way, 6 players ready to rock, 6 players ready to roll. Cowtown right side, Long Island left side. The puck is dropped this time for real. It is underway for the final 5 minutes of action. Unless we get another bad server, then we'll do it again. But either way, right now, we're here. We're playing hockey. We're doing the thing. Grady, top side. Stopped there by Forehead, bringing this one back down to his defenseman. Couture there, quick with the challenge, finds his way back towards Yager. Grady there slaps that one away down the full length of the ice. Hex there, quick to the challenge against Laugh track. Laugh track simply heavier. But Hex, great stick checking, opens up that opportunity. Grady with a shot, goes far side wide into the corner. Forehead keeping it low. Yager trying to start this breakout. Hits Laugh Track in the pressure that Hex has created down low. It's an atmosphere. It's an aura. Yager gets that one out of the way of harm down the full length of the ice. 4:16 to go here in the third period of action. 8 goals have been scored. 5 for Long Island, 3 for Cowtown. Here's Laugh Track for the Lightning. Yager, backhand pass. Couture picks it up. Not able to get the shot on target as Grady, just beautiful pressure. Back towards the crease. Quick to the shot. Getting his stick on the puck before the shot was even conceptualized. Grady taking his time back down low in the defensive end. Looking towards that top side over to Couture. Couture shooting, hits the side of the cage, and that one goes wide. It's a game of inches down there on the ice, much like the NHL. If the puck was just a few inches different, the story would be altered drastically. Couture. The next goal is probably the biggest goal in this game. I would go as far to say. Yager with an empty net out in front, and Laugh Track gonna just hold W. Just gonna hold his way into the back of the crease. Yager putting that on a silver platter. Laugh Track was just the backboard there. 3 minutes 27 to go. The gap has thickened. The plot has widened. And hockey is still to be played. Laugh Track throwing it down low into the enemy zone. Grady playing with fire there with that pass, and he pays. That is the first time in a long time in the Pro Division that passing attempt has been picked off by the defense and has been put back into the breakouts cage. 7-3 on the board. Long Island getting it done here in the third. Grady looking near side. Yager there takes it up. Looks for a forehand shot. Forehead, great pressure. Grady taking that one away down towards that near side. Here's Couture with an out. Couture to Yager. Yager backhand shooting wide of the net. Laugh Track with possession back towards that point. And Hex with a beautiful takeaway. Shot made. I think Yager had a piece of that one on the way through. You can't convince me otherwise. Yager towards the point. Couture with a long distance chop towards the cage. Going wide off to the near side corner. That one's a weird bounce. Not sure which ghost was on the ice for that one, but I could only assume it's Henry. Here's Couture looking down low. Forehead. Pulling that one away. 2:31 to go here in the third. Cowtown needs a goal, and they need it now. They need a cow. See what I did there? All right, cool. Here's the Yager. 2:20 to go. Hex there trying to pull this one away off the near side wall. Tries for the centering feed, and Grady thought for sure Couture was going to get it. But Couture, I think he just gave up. He said, if it happens, it happens. The puck will come to me at some point tonight. And that one's going to be on target. That's going to be a goal. 8 on the board for Long Island with 2:05 to go here in the third. And Couture just threw it down, seeing if it sticks to the wall. And, well, it did. Not much else to write home about on that one. Yager lifting that one towards that top side wall. Forehead here trying to pull this one back for Cowtown off the backhand feed. Couture there taking that one away. Forehead here with a long distance chop towards the cage. Not able to find that one on pay dirt. Grady taking that one on the end wall. Couture here has other plans for Long Island. Grady trying to peel this one off with that backhand. Didn't like what he saw. Couture here with an out bank pass to himself. Slow past the Yager. That shot just barely whizzing past that far side post back in the Cowtown zone. Hex there with a great save. And to give his boys a chance to start this breakout on the right foot. Couture in the corner. Forehead. Tries to peel it away for the boys in pink. Here's Couture down towards that near side. Then to the far. The reversal is immense. I was faked out, and I'm sitting in a chair up here. 1:17 to go in the third. Cowtown looking for some pride. Nice shot. Hits the post. Goes far side. Yager trying to get that one away from Grady. Out to Hex. Oh, what a dangle. Better save there by Laugh Track. Read him every step of the way. And Couture has an empty net. And he's going to find goal number 9 on the board for the Long Island Lightning. 1:04 to go here in regulation. And the Hats rain down for the second time here in this game. For the former Astoria Hellhound himself. Yager to Couture. Couture from the forehand. Trying to take that one top side. Good stick check there by Grady. Couture's not going to be denied that easily. Centering feed. That one goes out to the far side wall. I am for it. Back into the end wall. Trying to get this one away. Yager in the corner to Couture behind the net. Dancy's out in front. What a save by Hex. Yager in the slot, not able to get it to go. Another save by I am Forehead. Going to keep that one towards that top side. Yager, Forehead, top side wall. Just with a bank pass over to Couture. 30 seconds remain. Back to the point. Yager takes possession at his own blue line. Down low. Couture shooting, scoring. And that's a quick release if I've ever seen one. What a pass. Yager, Couture. The dynamic duo on that far side lane. just barely able to sneak that one past the defense while they were sleeping. 26 seconds remain, 7 goals now the gap, and this one might as well just be over. Another one, finding the back of it. We get it. You're going to slap shot, all right? It's fine. It's fine. Laugh Track's doing this blindfolded. So is Cowtown. Hex, kind of. Not important. Yager with a shot goes far side and wide. 14 seconds remain in regulation. Cowtown in the corner. Pass out in front. That's to the point. Here's Hex with an out. Hex with a shot. Laugh Track with a nice save there. His best save so far in this game. And that will do it for the match. Long Island walking away with a victory. Winning one of their possible 2 here tonight with a huge victory over the Cowtown Guppies. 3-11, the final score here at the Underdome. And Cowtown going back in the locker room for one of Jaskin's most fabled post-game pep talks. If there's a player that can turn this team around, it's Jaskin. Because fair warning, he is very good, but he is also the most humble man I've ever met. He's won awards for it. But 3-11 on the board. Final sum of the night. Long Island did a heck of a job of just putting the pressure on. There's a holding the feet of Cowtown to the fire. 24 shots made. Cowtown did save the majority of them. They had 32 blocked shots. That's a number I've never seen in my career of casting this sport. And I've been doing it since the plague. It's been a hot second. Laugh Track. 4 of the team's 5 saves with a hat trick on his own right. Cowtown 7 goals. Yager with 1 for the total of 11 from Long Island. Cowtown picking up the mantle, getting a few notches in the belt, getting reaccustomed to playing with one another. The few transactions last week, starting a new roster, trying to figure out where the pieces of this puzzle fit into the Cowtown game scheme. You still got the rest of the season to worry about. This is the first of 2 times these 2 teams will play here in Season 14, so they got plenty of time down the road to figure this out and try to work. After they fixed the breakup, their second period was immaculate. It was day and night Cowtown hockey. They just need to go back, see what they did right in the second, what they did wrong in the first, and if they can fix those 2 periods of play, don't even think about the third period. The third period wasn't real. If they could just focus on the first 5 minutes and the second 5 minutes of the game, they're going to be golden. But Hex with 2 goals, I am 4 ahead with 1 in Grady. The brick wall, the man himself, the guy that's probably going to need to be checked for a concussion after this game. 9 of the team's 13 saves and the most possession time out of the Cowtown lineup. Beautiful hockey from Grady. Great hockey from Hex and forehead. Hex, I think, hit a borderline highlight reel shot in that second period. And I really hope somebody clipped that because I want that for my personal collection. But that's going to do it here for now. We'll come back at 10 o'clock for another Slapshot game where it'll be the GTA Turtles and the New England Harbor taking on one another here in a few minutes. Thank you for tuning in to the SPL Network. My name is Darth Taxil. We'll be right back with more Slapshot action after the break.